The following is a comprehensive examination of well-known individuals who have been prohibited from entering specific nations. 1. Justin Bieber's performance in China. In 2013, Canadian musical superstar Justin Bieber was prohibited from performing in China, which infuriated and divided his Chinese fan base to an extensive degree. The official ascription of the ban to his bad behavior lacked explicit delineation of the precise incidents that precipitated the ban by Chinese authorities. Several contentious incidents that characterized Bieber's behavior throughout his world tour likely played a role in the Chinese government's conclusion. A noteworthy occurrence entailed Bieber being photographed while being carried by his bodyguards up the Great Wall of China, as opposed to traversing the structure on foot. Widespread criticism regarded this conduct as disrespectful and suggestive of his purported arrogance. Furthermore, Bieber encountered censure for additional occurrences that transpired throughout his sojourn in China, which encompassed accusations of imprudent motoring and denigrating national flags. The aforementioned conduct, in conjunction with his public image during that period, was considered to be incongruous with the principles and anticipations of the Chinese establishment and populace. Notwithstanding the considerable fervor with which a devoted fan base in China anticipated Bieber's concerts, the prohibition persisted for a number of years. Nevertheless, signs of reconciliation have emerged in recent years as reports indicate that the prohibition may have been eased or lifted entirely, potentially resuming Bieber's performances in China. The proscription of Justin Bieber from China serves as a poignant illustration of the substantial sway and examination celebrities encounter when engaging with diverse nations and cultures. Furthermore, it emphasizes the possible repercussions that controversial conduct can have even on individuals who possess worldwide recognition and sway. 2. Miley Cyrus in the Dominican Republic. In response, Cyrus was prohibited by the government of the Dominican Republic from delivering any further concerts within the nation, on the grounds that her conduct was objectionable and disregarded national symbols. Miley Cyrus was prohibited from performing in the Dominican Republic in 2014 on account of concertgoers in the capital city, Santo Domingo, allegedly showing contempt for the national flag. The occurrence sparked a tumult of controversy and had consequences for Cyrus's professional trajectory within the nation. Cyrus faced allegations of desecration of the Dominican flag during her Santo Domingo performance, purportedly for employing it as a prop on stage. Photographs and videos circulating online depicted Cyrus dancing provocatively while a Dominican flag was draped around her midriff. The general public, government officials, and patriotic organizations were all outraged, perceiving her conduct as an act of disdain towards the national emblem. The government of the Dominican Republic promptly implemented a prohibition on Cyrus's future performances at concerts in the country in reaction to the public outcry. Cyrus's career was severely damaged by the prohibition, given that the Dominican Republic was a lucrative market with a substantial fan base anticipating her performances. Circumstantial evidence of Cyrus allegedly displaying disdain for the flag of the Dominican Republic reignited discussions concerning cultural sensitivity and the proper application of national symbols. Furthermore, it prompted inquiries regarding the obligations celebrities bear when performing overseas and the possible repercussions of their conduct. Although Cyrus was temporarily banned from the Dominican Republic, the incident serves as a poignant reminder of the criticality of honoring cultural symbols and norms, particularly when conducting business in environments that are diverse and multicultural. 3. The Philippines and Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin was denied entry to the Philippines in 2009 subsequent to his contentious statements on The Late Show with David Letterman. Baldwin's jest regarding the procurement of a Filipina mail-order wife during the interview incited indignation among the Filipino people and precipitated diplomatic strainies between the U.S. and the Philippines. On account of Baldwin's offensive remarks, the Philippine Bureau of Immigration denied him entry into the country. The occurrence sparked discussions concerning cultural sensitivity and the obligations of public figures, thereby emphasizing the capacity of social media to hold people responsible for their statements and behaviors. Notwithstanding Baldwin's subsequent remorse, the incident functions as a poignant illustration of the criticality of circumventing stereotypes and exercising cultural sensitivity in an era of globalization. 4. Chris Brown in the United Kingdom. Chris Brown's criminal record, which included a conviction for assaulting his then-girlfriend, singer Rihanna, prohibited him from entering the country in 2010. The British government denied Brown, who was slated to perform in the United Kingdom as a stop on his European tour, a visa on the grounds of his violent past. The prohibition of Brown's entrance into the United Kingdom incited discussions regarding the propriety of granting entry to those with criminal records, specifically in instances of domestic violence. Notwithstanding Brown's efforts to contest the ruling and convey contrition for his conduct, the prohibition persisted, thereby emphasizing the United Kingdom's stringent position concerning matters pertaining to violence and criminal conduct. 5. Snoop Dogg in Norway. In 2012, Snoop Dogg, presently recognized as Snoop Lion, encountered an entry prohibition into Norway subsequent to his apprehension at the airport while endeavoring to enter the nation in possession of a negligible quantity of marijuana. In the wake of discovering the illicit substances during a routine security inspection, Snoop Dogg was issued a 2-year prohibition from entering Norway by the Norwegian authorities. The occurrence brought attention to Norway's stringent drug legislation and absolute prohibition on drug possession, which includes public figures. Notwithstanding Snoop Dogg's renown and influence on a global scale, the prohibition served as a poignant reminder that visitors to foreign countries are accountable to the legal systems of those nations, irrespective of their celebrity status. 6. Lady Gaga in Indonesia. In 2012, the Indonesian government prohibited Lady Gaga from performing in the country due to concerns regarding her provocative attire and dance routines. Islamic organizations in Indonesia staged a demonstration against the scheduled concert of Lady Gaga, alleging that her provocative attire and suggestive presentations violated Islamic principles. In spite of Lady Gaga's management's diligent attempts to rectify the situation and alter her performance, the performance permit was ultimately revoked by the Indonesian government, effectively prohibiting her from conducting the concert in Jakarta, the nation's capital. The occurrence highlighted the conflict that arises when artistic expression and cultural sensitivities collide in Indonesia. It also brought to light the impact that religious and conservative factions have on molding government policies and public discourse. 7. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The entry of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie into China was prohibited in 2011 on account of their participation in the film 7 Years in Tibet, which was interpreted as expressing support for Tibetan independence. The Chinese government expressed disapproval regarding the film's representation of the Chinese occupation of Tibet and the Dalai Lama, an individual regarded as a separatist by China. Subsequent to the denial of Pitt and Jolie visas to access China, the screening of the film was prohibited within the nation. The occurrence brought to the forefront the political sensitivity associated with Tibet and China's resolute position on matters pertaining to territorial integrity and sovereignty. Pitt and Jolie, notwithstanding their international renown, encountered equivalent limitations on their entry into China as any other individual. This exemplified the government's readiness to implement censorship and regulatory measures pertaining to cultural imports. The aforementioned examples serve to underscore the diverse rationales for which specific nations may impose entry restrictions on public figures, encompassing political sensitivities, criminal records, legal entanglements, and cultural considerations. Prohibitions of this nature may cause considerable inconvenience for the celebrities in question and their admirers, given that they may cause disruptions to premeditated appearances, engagements, or tours. In conclusion, the cases of famous celebrities banned from entering various countries shed light on the complexities of international relations, cultural sensitivities, and the responsibilities that come with public visibility. These cases serve as reminders that even the most famous individuals are subject to the laws and norms of the countries they visit, and their actions can have far-reaching consequences. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, understanding and respecting cultural differences becomes paramount to avoiding misunderstandings and conflicts. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of celebrities banned in different countries. Stay tuned for more insightful content, and remember to subscribe for future updates. Until next time, take care. Would you like it? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channels for more interesting and informative videos.